Greetings adventurers, this is Lauren, your guild advisor, back after about 2 weeks to do another Japanese live stream update video as well as the news. We got a lot of stuff to go over, and I apologize for not being too active over the course of the last 2 weeks. My original intention was to do a video last week for the latest update with the new Ravis Record Buster and the such. However, I had to go do a lot of wedding visiting and a lot of stuff with my friends because one friend came in from a different state to fly into my friend's wedding, and I basically hanged out with them all week last week because I would just go straight from work and then hang out with them, and I had to hang out with my friends if someone were going to be flying just to see my other friend's wedding. And then I was busy with that until the weekend, and now we're here with the latest update. I didn't feel like it made much sense to do like a news video after the weekend was over because by that point everything's already been covered by other people or is a bit too late. So I apologize for that. I'll try to be better as we approach the second anniversary, and let's get started with the news. With the latest Japanese live stream that happened earlier today, they went over a lot of the Familia Rush stuff. Of course, this is coming off of the current wedding event. With the Familia Rush, they gave a lot of hints towards the stages themselves. The first stage will have the 3 monster mushrooms, their plant type. And before I do go over all of this, let me just give credit where credit is due. First to Sarah from the DanMemo Reddit Discord for the translations, Gale Riot for all the images, and he's from the Technia Discord, and also Renpai on the Reddit, the Damachi Memoria Freeze Reddit, for a lot of the formatting for these translations and news. And I apologize for my voice. For some reason I've been coughing a lot today. Anyway, with stage 1, the 3 monster mushrooms will be a plant type, so of course the new bridal units will be very good for this encounter because they have that plant killer ability. For the mushrooms, their weakness is minus 50% resistance to water, a 10% weakness to light, 10% weakness to physical attacks, and a 40% weakness to magic attacks. It will resist dark by 30%, and these mushrooms will use physical attacks, and they also use poison and sleep ailments, so be careful for that. And then on stage 2, there's 3 monster plants, also plant type of course. Their weakness is a minus 50% resistance to water, a minus 40% resistance to magic, a 40% resistance to light, and they use physical attacks, and they also use the seal ailment, and also debuff your strength and magic. And on stage 3, the single target plant type boss, its weakness is a 100% to water and a weakness of 20% to physical, and it resists light by 40%. And it uses both physical and magic attacks, and it will use poison and sleep ailments, and it also has its attacks to debuff your magic and your strength. Now with the Familia Rush, I wish you all good luck, and I'm not going to go too deep into any strategies and whatnot, but of course the new units will be very good in this, the new Lily and the new Tione, as well as the Seer Assist, because she boosts both boosts water damage for your units. And wow, my voice is it really is dying. And with the Grand Day rerun, we're of course getting that tonight. For those of you that weren't around, this was a very fun event when it happened last year during the first anniversary, and it'll be really cool to see the story for those of you who are new to the game and haven't seen the Grand Day event. And if you do clear all the quests on very hard, you will get a guaranteed 4-star 11 draw ticket, and I assume that just will give you one of the units on one of the Grand Day banners, which means Honor Succession Bell, Ceremonial Flame Hestia, the new Elf's Honor Lafia, Honor Princess Eyes. I can't believe I remember their full names. Anyway, I will start tonight, of course, at 7 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, and of course they also have the behemoth weapon drops that you can use to make behemoth weapons. And what those are, if you don't remember from last year, if you weren't here last year, they are weapons that will actually have bonus HP attached to them. And I think you can get up to 5 different stacks of plus 100 HP. So if you are interested in getting more HP, you might want to be re-rolling the stats on those weapons, or just getting a lot of the materials to keep making those weapons to get all 5 stacks of plus 100 HP to get a max of 500 HP on a weapon. And they're really good weapons for characters that don't actually have like their own character weapon, but we're getting more and more of those as we go on. And of course we're rerunning the Grand Day banners, one with the Ceremonial Flame Hestia and Honor Succession Bell, one with the Elf's Honor Lafia and Honor Princess Eyes, and these are the banners that you can use paid Iris for But be careful on that because we are approaching the 2nd anniversary and you don't want to splurge on characters from last year when we're going to be getting brand new characters for the 2nd anniversary. Also, there's going to be an update to the returning player comeback login bonus. This might not mean much to a lot of you that are watching my videos, but if you have a friend that you know stopped playing DanMemo for a bit, and this would be a really good time to get back in because of these adjustments, and of course with the 2nd anniversary happening, and of course season 2 of DanMachi happening next month. Very exciting time to be a DanMachi fan. This comeback bonus for returning players might be really good for them. As you can see here, the values, you'll get more 3-star tickets, more 4-star tickets, more stamina potatoes, Valis, Heroic Fauna, and Iris. And then there's also going to be a new player login bonus adjustment, so people that are coming into the game, like I said before, Season 2 is coming, 2nd anniversary, and also the Heir to Orion movie is going to be happening in July. So of course, all that stuff will get more people into the game, and this will really help them out, get a jump start into the game itself. All 2-star tickets in that new player login bonus will turn into 3-star tickets. On the 5th day, they'll get 2 tickets, and on the 6th day, they'll get 1 ticket and 10 Heroic Fauna. And as we approach the 2nd anniversary, which I believe is happening in Japan on the 19th, so that should be the 18th for us, there's going to be a countdown story starting from the 7th of this month to the day of the anniversary. And when you log in every day, there's going to be a different story to read. And you can only see this story when you log into the game, and you can't replay it. So if you are logging into the game, don't just skip past the story or ignore it if you care about that. And I actually haven't talked about the 2nd anniversary icon because I've been busy during that time. But with that 2nd anniversary icon, of course, you see Belle on the right side, but we're like, who's that guy on the left? And I get vibes of who that guy on the left might be, but I'm like, wait, the guy on the left, the person I think he is, doesn't have white hair. But if it is who I think it is, some hero from long ago, that's all I'll say, some hero from long ago, then I'm gonna be really hyped for this story that's going to be happening for the 2nd anniversary. Of course, I'm sure that Amori Sensei, the author of the DanMachi light novel series, is writing the story, the scenario for the 2nd anniversary, like he did for Grand Day, the 1st anniversary. But again, I'm excited to see what this is about. I'm very excited. And of course, up next, guys, and I know a lot of you know me from my Monsterphilia guide, and it's been over a year. And we finally got a new edition with Gate 9. So I guess I probably will make a new video on that, I guess, because I got to continue the legacy. They added Gate 9. I think it has 4 stages. I don't remember exactly, but they did give a sneak peek at Stage 2, so they did my job for me for Stage 2. Thank you, guys. But here's Stage 2. You see Orc, and then some imps down here. 3 of them, and they did list their abilities and such. The Orc resists all ailments, and then actually it resists all ailments besides taunt, I should say. And it uses physical attacks, and the Orc can actually use an AoE attack that will also buff its allies' physical resistance and magic resistance. And the way to stop that is to taunt him. That's why he has a negative 999% taunt resistance. And when he is taunted, he ends up using a single target attack with a heal rate debuff, so be careful of that. Your healing will not be as strong when that debuff is applied on your units. And of course, for the 3 imps, they will resist all ailments, and they use dark magic attacks, and they will use AoE attacks with a heal rate debuff of 70%. So the way you are supposed to fight this boss is, of course, to taunt the Orc, because you're going to be getting that heal rate debuff anyway. And their hint for this encounter is to have Winter Cream Lily, which is the time-limited Lily healer from the Christmas event, and we'll get into how to get Lily if you don't already have her or missed her during that Christmas event. But she has a heal rate buff, so that will help out with getting your healing back, and she also has an HP regen effect, where you get your HP back during the end of the turn, which will be really helpful for that encounter. She's actually a really good healer, and one of the best healers in the game. And of course, like I said, how to get Lily if you don't already have her. We're going to be having the 2nd anniversary countdown return banners every day until the 2nd anniversary. There will be a rerun gacha banner that will last 1 day. Both regular and time-limited banners will come back with the exception of collaboration event ones. So, no Kino's Journey, no Attack on Titan, no Date Alive. Don't expect to see those come back, and we're not even sure if we'll ever see a collaboration come back, but there's always hope. But as far as we can tell, we can't say they're coming back. And for these rerun banners that last a day each, there will be a guaranteed 4-star on the first 11 draw and the fifth 11 draw only. This starts tomorrow night, I believe, because they listed 6/7 for Japan, which subtract a day for us, that's 6/6, which is tomorrow from the day this video is being recorded. And of course, this is counting down with 12. You see the episode review banner, and also the casino banner with Casino Lady Shakti and Ganesha. That's the first day. This is the second day with the Midsummer. I'm trying to remember these events from the top of my head. The Midsummer event with Eyes, Lily, Misha, Hestia, Lily, and Amid. And of course, the list goes on. You see Anna Kitty with the episode Ryu Part 2 banner with Lunar and Demeter. Demeter's a really good magic resistance debuffing assist, and Lunar is really good for the physical rush team that people use in war games. And of course, the other one is the debutante rerun with both Tione, Tiona, and Hephaestus. And oh boy, there's the Halloween rerun. Eyes will be really good if you are using like a dark-oriented Record Buster team. She's really good for single target, especially against the Reveria encounter. And of course, there's my best friend, Raul, who I just love to see in war games. He's definitely not a problem there. I can't wait to see more of him because he's getting a rerun banner. And then next time is going to be the Familia Launch banners with a very good Hestia for AoE attack, so very good for war games. You want to boost your AoE power. And I need that Queen of Beauty Frey. I do not have her yet. And then we have the Christmas rerun banners with there's that Christmas Lily I was talking about. That's the way to get her if you don't already have her. Winter Cream Lily, right there, one of the best healers in the game. And of course, there's the Hestia assist that boosts both fire and wind elements, and also magic. So very good for magic teams that are using fire and wind units. And speaking of wind units, there's one right here, Best Girl Ryu, and I love that outfit that she has there in the Christmas event. I love it so much. And then here's the New Year rerun. We have Lafia, Tsubuki, and Tione. That Tione is rather good for light single target magic teams. And then we have New Year Eyes, who is super powerful if you build a team around her. And of course, there's Tiona, very good defensive unit that you might see on a lot of defensive wargame teams. And then here's a rerun banner with like 3 different ones with Artemis, Chloe, and Anya, Valentine, Hestia, and Eyes, and Best Girl, Valentine, Ryu, and Aina. And here's the movie rerun banner with Belle, Artemis, and Lily, and then Hestia, Ryu, and Wealth. And really all these characters are like super good. Belle being a very good light AoE attacker with a stunning effect, very good for war games. Artemis is just good in general because she's a strength buffing assist, and Lily's super good for single target because she also boosts the amount of single target damage you deal, which is very helpful in boss encounters and Record Buster. Here's Hestia. Similar to Lily, she's very helpful in single target encounters because she boosts your single target damage. And then movie Ryu, Roaring Gale Ryu, Best Girl. She's really good because she can debuff both strength and magic. So she's a very good unit, very versatile. And then there's movie Wealth, a very defensive unit, and he's very scary when you see him in war games and defensive teams because most of you have seen that movie Wealth, New Year Tiona, Halloween Raul, Winter Cream Lily, and you probably feel like you can't do a dang thing when you see those 4 together, but we will persevere through it all. And of course, here's a other rerun banner with Line, what do they call it? The Elven Rondo Gotcha. I don't have that Rivera yet, so that's gonna be fun. A very good single target Ryu, and there's Philbus, of course. And we have the second part of the movie event with Otaro, Hestia, Ospi, and Artemis, and really these banners are pretty much a skip, to be honest, guys. Feels bad, but unless you like Otaro a lot, then feel free. And then ending on the final banner, the ones that are actually going on right now, the Wedding Hestia, Lily, Tione, and Seer. So pro tip, yeah, if you're needing like a final bond, here's a good time because the first draw on this will be a guaranteed. And of course, War Game will start tonight, so make sure you get in all your battle passes so you can get as high as a rank as you can and get all the iris you can for the upcoming second anniversary. And to go over the upcoming schedule, on June 5th, which is tonight, we'll have the Grand Day Rerun, the Familia Rush, the War Game, and the opening of Monsterphilia Gate 9. And then tomorrow, on June 6th, we'll have the Countdown Story, and then the Countdown Revival Gachas will be starting. And then on June 12th, we'll have another Record Buster. And a general reminder, guys, remember that on June 16th at 4 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, if you're not awake, I will be. There's going to be DanMachi Fest 2019, and what that is if you don't already know, is an event in Japan for DanMachi and DanMemo. Both of them will be there, and it will give news for both Season 2 of DanMachi and also DanMemo's second anniversary, so look forward to that. I will leave a link in the description when that is available, and I'll also be covering it myself, of course, shortly after that concludes, and I'll just have a big video about all the stuff that was revealed during that. And it should be really exciting because they will actually premiere episode 1 of the second season of DanMachi there for local attendees of DanMachi Fest 2019. And of course, all the rest of us that won't actually be there at the event will of course see it sometime next month in July when DanMachi Season 2 starts. And once again, I'd like to thank Sarah from the DanMemo Reddit Discord, Gale Riot from the Technia Discord, and Renpai from Reddit for all the news, images, and translations I'm using in this video. And guys, I hope you're as excited as I am when it comes to all this DanMachi stuff happening. We have the second anniversary coming up very shortly, Season 2 next month, as well as the North American release of the DanMachi movie Heir to Orion happening in theaters. A lot of stuff is happening for DanMachi, and even this month we're getting Sword Art Toria Volume 9, which should be really interesting because it is about Ai's past. So if you haven't been up to date on these Sword Art Toria light novels, and you want to know more about Ai's, keep that in mind. Ai's past will be revealed in Volume 9, or at least a bit of it. I don't know how much, but a bit of it, and she is an interesting character that we need to know more about. But anyway, guys, DanMachi is happening, and I'll be making videos across this month. I still plan to have that Familia record video, that character biography about Mikoto, sometime before Season 2 starts, as well as a video that's kind of like a what you should know about DanMachi before Season 2, like what the anime the first season skipped or just cut from the light novels. That is kind of important information to know if you want to dive into Season 2 without being lost. I at least suggest watching my Familia record Naza video because she will be a prominent or more prominent character in Season 2, and she has about like 20 seconds of screen time total in Season 1 and doesn't even speak a line, unfortunately. So poor Naza. Watch Familia record Naza on my channel, please. And of course, guys, if you like DanMachi and would like to see more videos like this, go ahead and give this video a like and subscribe to my channel for more DanMachi content. Follow me on Twitter and join my Discord to keep updated with what I'm doing and seeing all the latest news in DanMemo and DanMachi, because I post it in Discord as fast as I can. And as always, continue enjoying your time venturing in Rario and the dungeon. This is Lorne, your guild advisor, signing out.